So dedication of merits. In Buddhist monasteries, morning and evening chanting always conclude with a verse of taking refuge in the triple gem and a dedication of merit. Formal Buddhist meals are also ended with a dedication of merit for breakfast and lunch. Buddhist funerals include a dedication of merit for the deceased, and prayer ceremonies also culminate with a dedication for the living. Why do the daily activities of Buddhist monasteries conclude with a dedication of merit? What is its significance? To dedicate means to deposit, just as people deposit money in a bank for safekeeping. When a meritorious deed is done, one hopes that it can bring their parents and family good health and peace. This is the significance of dedicating merit. The dedication of merit is like sowing seeds. When one nurtures a seed with care, it will sprout, bloom, and bear many fruits. In this way, a small cause can contribute to a fruitful result. To dedicate merit is also like lighting a candle with another. The candle loses nothing by lighting another. Instead, becomes even brighter. So I'll call Jenny. You have mic na? Last week you don't have?
Yeah, I have it. I
Oh,
changed the gadget.
okay.
Dedication of merit also reflects one's magnanimity, magnanimity, in which one wishes that glory goes to the Buddha, success goes to the multitude, benefit goes to the monastery, merit goes to the devotees. It also encompasses many meanings, including number one, a dedication of the lesser towards the greater. Number two, a dedication from oneself towards others. Number three, a dedication of phenomena towards principle. Number four, a dedications of causes towards effects. And five, a dedication from existence towards emptiness. What is meant by a dedication of the lesser towards the greater? For example, when one offers a small piece of bread, one dedicates it universally to all beings, wishing that all beings are adequately provided for. Or when one donates $10 to establishing a university, one can dedicate it universally, wishing that all students can excel in their studies. A small piece of bread or $10 might seem insignificant, but through dedication, the merit is received by all.
Okay, call someone else.
Uh, Mark,
What is the dedication of phenomena towards principles?
Oh,
Take the
speak
example
here.
of vowing to be a glass of water to
We're
quench
speaking
people's
here.
thirst, vowing to be a path for others to travel with peace, vowing to be a tree that provides shade for others, vowing to be a filial child to one's parents so they are content and happy, or vowing to be a good parent to be a role model for one's children. From a phenomenal standpoint, this act may seem trivial, but since the mind is infinitely magnanimous, it can be dedicated universally in principle. What is dedication of causes toward effects? All present actions are considered to be at all causal stage. However, present causes come into fruition as future effects. Just as seeds sown in the spring produce a harvest in autumn, one reaps what has previously been sown. Good causes and conditions planted in this lifetime turn into good future outcomes, which is dedicating a cause to its effect. Lastly, there's a dedication from existence towards emptiness. Merit is usually dedicated towards something specific, but this also restricts its possibilities. By transforming the limited into the limitless, one dedicates the existence towards emptiness. Just as the vast space encompasses all phenomena, one overcomes all suffering by realizing the emptiness of the five aggregates. All forms can be seen as formless, and all conditioned phenomena as unconditioned. Similarly, one state of mind should be as vast as space, as boundless as the Dharma realm, when dedicating merit. The, the practice of dedicating one's merit can always be cultivated in daily life. Even the mere thought of goodwill and the smallest good deed can be dedicated. By doing what one's abilities allow and dedicating the merit towards others, a tiny drop of water can become a mighty ocean, and the weakest candle flare can illuminate a room. Dedicating one's merit is an act of selfless giving. If practiced by all, it will surely lead to a harmonious and joyful human world.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, thank you everyone for reading. Okay, let's review a little. Okay, we got what we read just now. We have just read. What kind of verses will Buddhist monasteries use to conclude their morning and evening chanting? Do you still remember in the first paragraph? What kind of verses?
Dedication to merit.
Yes, dedication of merits. And before dedication of merits?
Before that is the homage to the triple gem.
Yeah,
Sutra E4. Is that so?
yes, taking refuge to the
Yeah.
triple gem and dedication of merits. Okay, so for those who are not familiar with what is the verse, I will show you. So this is the taking refuge in the triple gem. Okay, maybe Luisa, you can help me to read.
Taking refuge in the triple gem. I take refuge in the Buddha, vowing that all sentient beings shall realize the great path and aspire to the supreme state of mind. I take refuge in the Dharma, vowing that all sentient beings shall deeply enter the Sutra Pitaka and attain wisdom like the ocean. I take refuge in the Sangha, vowing that all sentient beings shall lead the community in harmony without any hindrance.
Thank you. So the first one regards the triple gem will be Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. So the idea here, Buddha is of course the founder of Buddhism, our founder of Sakyamuni Buddha, and we vow to learn. We vow to learn from him. We vow to also be like him. So, second is the Dharma. Dharma is what Buddha's teaching, and the third Sangha. Sangha will be the monastery. Or also in the other way, if you will say Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, we can say like believe in ourselves. You know, we have to be confident to ourselves. And secondly, about Dharma, the things that we do, everything is regards goodness. Like we follow the Buddha teaching, Buddha's ways of doing things. And then Sangha, of course, to respect and to learn from others, teachers, people around us. Like here, we have many Dharma brothers and sisters that we can learn together. And also the um, the thinking and the thought that we always keep on the positive thinking. So um, back to the previous topic, also we have um, rely on self. So in Buddhism, it's more back to ourselves. Everything is like we're not just asking you to worship, you just bye, not like that. But we have to learn the path, the 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 right view, what is supposed to be. Okay, so maybe we say refuge to the Buddha. You might think is so far, and we can start from our own ourselves. Be confident, and then we learn because we are still not enough. That's why we learn. And then there are teachers that guide us, and then there are teachings that we have to we can follow, and then the action after we learn how do we act. Okay, so then the second verse will be the dedication of merits. This dedication of merits, we will do it every after class, that we sing it. May kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity pervades all words. May we cherish and build affinities to benefit all beings. May chant, Pure Land, and precepts inspire equality and patience. May our humility and gratitude give rise to great wealth. And you know what is that include in this dedication of merits? Can you see anything? The Buddha's teaching that we already discussed before from this dedication of merits. Erwin, you know?
For immeasurable Sepo.
I think that I know I don't know how you call it in English, but that's the Su Wu Liang Xin, right?
Yes, for immeasurable, correct. The
Yeah.
first line is that for miserable, kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity. So this is the for immeasurable, 四无量心, no? And then aside from that, anyone want to guess? Betty, you know? Okay, there is also paramita inside, 6 paramitas. Number 1, build affinities, is generosity, 结缘. So when we build affinity with other, no matter with your knowledge or any donation, your time or anything, a skill, that's also a generosity that you share to benefit others. And second, precept, precept that we follow, not just the 5 precept, but also we follow the school rules. We also have our home rules that we obey to our parents. That's also considered precepts. And third, patient. Things that we do when people scold us, how do we react? The patient that we, how far can we endure? No? And then Pure Land. Pure Land is considered diligent. We always chant Amitofo, Amitofo, or any recite the Buddha's name or anything. Actually, I think Pure Land is one of, in Chinese, it's Chanjing. Chanjing is we always the meditation and recite the Buddha's name or the Pure Land practice is always together, goes together. So for Chan is meditative concentration. So it's a meditation. So Pure Land is considered diligent, and then Chan is meditative concentration. And then the last one, Prajna wisdom, will be all. If you able to practice this, sure we will gain the Prajna wisdom. But of course, not just after we practice this and then only we can gain the Prajna wisdom. But I think the Prajna wisdom is we go together, together with our defilement, together with our learning. So from there we can learn and we realize. And of course, the one you say, the four immeasurable. So this is the first paragraph will be the four immeasurable. So I remember I learned this dedication of merits when I was in year 9 year old. So the first time I attend the um, summer camp in Temple, so the venerable asked us all kids to recite this in Chinese, and then she say tomorrow you have to recite to. I want to hear it. So that night, um, I remember very fast. We already remember, and then so the next day, the next morning, we can recite because before meal we have to recite it before we eat. So it's like a dedication of merit. So in many years, I seem not really sure what is it about, until slowly when I um, grow and then I start to study um, Buddhism. Then I see start to learn all of this, and now the stage is like, oh, after I know about the theory, how do I practice and how do I tell people how good is this, the teaching. So what stage are you in now? We are still learning together. So this is, and what I'm going to, this dedication of marriage is actually, the author is Venerable Master Xing Yun. And many things that he he asks us, he promote or he encouraged us to practice is actually from the sutra, but he make it really simple to make everyone understand. So same like this dedication of merits. If he tell you, you practice the six paramitas maybe very difficult for you to understand, but he make it as a verse, then you just recite it, and every time you recite it's like you're planting a seed in your um, alaya, and every time you plant your seed, and hopefully one day you will enlighten. And you know also, oh, when you practice this, you know, oh, I'm actually building affinities. Oh, I do meditation, I'm practice chant, and I recite the Buddha's name is like practicing the pure land. And then I follow the rules, is precept. And every time when, if people praise me, I feel ego. So this is also not patient. When people scold at you, and then you react, you talk back. So this is not also patient. This is also not Buddha's teaching. No? So this is um, the way how we learn and we practice. All right. So aside from morning and evening chantings, when will the Buddhists dedicate the merits? Aside from morning and evening chanting.
Meal
Just now,
time.
yes, meal time, correct. Meal time, the funerals or Dharma services, we will do it. So former Buddhist meal. I will show you former Buddhist meal. Anyone have experienced the former Buddhist meal? 过堂吃饭. Erwin, yeah, Betty, maybe Mage also. And for those who are not yet experienced, I hope that maybe after pandemic we have chance to go back to Fo Guang San or even in the Mabuhay Temple. Sometimes we also practice the formal meal, formal Buddhist meal. And every time we will do the dedication of merits, it's like what we understood just now, I just explained. So we always think of, the and of course we have to have five contemplation. I will just go through the file contemplation later so that you have idea. Okay, so Buddhist funeral or Dharma services, funerals for the dead or for the alive. Also, we do the dedication of merits. Okay, so this is how the former Buddhist meal practice. So the person in the center is Venerable Master Hsing Yun. But now Venerable Master Hsing Yun is already retired, so he's not taking meal with us, and because he's also inconvenient now. And the person who lead in the dining hall will be the abbots, Venerable Xing Pao. And then you can see this is actually during Sangha offering. Venerable Master Hsing Yun and the people at the center, this is all the donors, the people who offer the meals. They actually kneeling down and then to give the offer. And then this at the right side is here the monastery, the monastic, all masters sitting here. And then here, the left side will be the lay person. So here, this one. Okay, question. Why the people who offer food, they have to kneel down? I offer you food and you want to ask me to kneel down some more. Cannot understand. Why? Jenny, do you know? Jenny, you know why?
No, I don't know.
Stephanie, do you know why? Okay. Erwin, you know why?
I don't know. Is it humility, Safo?
Yes, and also respect. I feel so thankful because you're willing to accept my offer. Because in Buddhism is like that, it's two-way, you know. It's not just the person who receives to say thank you, but the person who give also have to say thank you because you give me this opportunity to build affinities. You give me this opportunity to be generous, to practice my generosity.
Yeah,
So,
if I don't receive it, you cannot practice generosity.
sorry?
If I don't receive what you're trying to give, you're not able to practice your generosity.
Oh, correct. Correct. If I already prepare all the food and then nobody eat, so what happened to the food? Sayang ba? Right? So I must make sure there are people who receive this and people who eat this food. So the merits will go together. No? So no sayang. All right. Okay, and then very interesting very interesting picture also here. Master Hsing Yun. Even though Master Hsing Yun's okay, after he retired, the Master Hsing Ping became the abbots of San. So Master Hsing Yun's back to the seat as normal. No, he is not saying, "Oh, I'm the master. I have to sit at the center." No, he also sit with everyone together. So we can see the compassionate that and the good role model that he is always practice and let us see. And this kind of uh, Buddhist formal meal is actually practiced by Mahayana Buddhism. Okay, and this is the Fo Guang Shan HQ in Taiwan. And this whole dining hall can accommodate 3,500 people if everyone sit together. And we can finish all meal very fast, like 20 minutes, including we receive the food and we finish before we have the offering and after the dedication also. 20 to 30 minutes, we can finish a meal already. Imagine if you go dine in the restaurant, how many hours? Chit chat pa, talking, not finish, huh? And then some more. I'm not sure what topic are you saying if everything regards to good words, good thoughts is okay. But if gossip, maybe not so appropriate, huh? Okay, and then very interesting picture also here, the sisters. And then this is the one of the venerables from Congo. He served the sisters, who come to visit um, Fokonsan. So they also experience how formal meal do. And from here we can see the respect, is already interfaith. It's not just say, oh, you this food is prepared by Buddhists, I'm not going to eat. No, they are, so very friendly. They are accepting the food. So we are so grateful to serve them also. Right. So another lesson that we learn from the Buddhist formal meal is the five contemplation. Um, you know, for Buddhist formal meal is considered a cultivation. What cultivation? We have to have five contemplation. When we eat, how come it's 20 to 30 minutes we can finish? And we have to contemplate, where is this food from, the origin of the food, um, whether I deserve to have this food. And when I see the food, do I rise the hatred or greed? When the server serve me the meal, and then I should always remember, after I have this food, I treat this food like a meditation. Medicine, not meditation, sorry, medicine. So I treat this food like a medicine to cure my hungry. It's like a suffering. So to cure my hunger. And after I eat this food, I have energy. Then I have to do kindness. I have to practice goodness. And then because of this, I have good thoughts. I want to do good deeds. That's why I deserve to accept this food. So this is those five contemplation. That's why we say it's not easy to have meal in the temple. Why? Because we need to have contemplate. We need to contemplate what is it about, not just chit chatting. Oh, this food today is no good. Why only two dishes? Why yesterday have three dishes? No, you cannot think like that. No, everything that we receive, we have to be grateful for. And for Buddhist, for this one, we actually practice equality, because all the food, the quantity, all dishes you received from the number one person up to 3,500 people, the same. So there are servers who served, and before everyone enter the dining hall, there's already a leader who tell us how to serve the food. So for the green vegetables, you have to put on the left on the plate, and then for fried, you have to put on the right, and then after that, if you have tofu, or maybe in the center, and then on the left is the um, on the left is the soup. On the left is facing you. On the left is the rice, one bowl of rice. On the right side is a bowl of soup. So everything already tell and prepare. So that's why everyone get the same. No, you didn't think, oh, today I'm more diligent. Maybe I get more. Today I didn't chant, so maybe I get less. Or maybe the person don't like me, that's why they give me less. No, no one know where you sit. Okay, everyone will do it equally. All right. So let's see. The idea of formal Buddhist meal is actually the similar like the almsgiving practiced by the Theravada Buddhism. So formal Buddhist meal practiced by Mahayana Buddhism, but for Theravada Buddhism, we practice almsgiving. So since Buddha's time, the disciples already follow Buddha to go around to get the meal. So you see the person kneel down, kneel down to offer the food to the Buddha. No? And during that time, after Buddha received the food, or any monastic who received the food, they will give preaching or chanting to bless the person or to give the teaching to share the Dharma. No? And until now, you can see this is from Laos. They the monastic, they also go on the street and then have this alms giving. And you see this one, the kids. No? And at the last, they will have dedication of merits also to thanks what they have received today, to dedicate the merits to all the sentient beings. So for Mahayana Buddhism, we have this 5 contemplation during our meal. And for and also if you have chance, you will eat in the Fokong San. After the meal also, the abbots will give preaching also, like 3 to 5 minutes sharing. And after that, we will do the dedication of merits for the meal. Right. So this one, the practice is equal, the same like how Mahayana Buddhism practice. You know how many houses, if last time, how many houses Buddhas and disciples can go, the max, if they will knock on the people's house to get the food? Do you know how many houses they can go, the max? Mitch, do you know?
Only one successful one, right? That master.
Sorry?
Am I right? Only one house, right? As long as if they can get the food, then it's only one, right? It doesn't really matter. As long as you get one, and that's it, right? That's one meal.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
There is the, for example, if because my bowl, when I go back to the temple, I still have to divide to 3. One is for the elderly or the sickness. Second is for the kids, the xiaoshami. They are inconvenient to come out. And then the last part is for me, myself. So for the 3 portion, so the bowl, I can get it the full bowl. So for example, the first house I go to, Jerome Stan, and then his rice not enough, only quarter or half. So I think I need to get more. So I go to the second house to get. And then the maximum, or sometime, I don't know, maybe because I lack of this merit, I go to the first house, no, nothing to give me. Second house, also nothing. I can try up to the 7th house. If the 7th house, I still got nothing, I have to U-turn back to the temple. I got nothing. So the max is only 7 houses. And of course, if you go to the 2nd house or 3rd house, your bowl already full na, or the quantity that you want is already enough. So you can go home, go back to the monastery to divide your food to others. How do we see? Because I supposed to show you the picture before. I forgot to include in Fokong San Monastic. We didn't practice this, no, to get, only unless we are having the short-term monastic retreat, we will have experience on eating with our bowl. But we are still very lucky, fortunate. We still sitting in the dining hall. People will give food and keep in our bowl. That means we will get the food. We will not worry to knock at 7 doors and then we still have no food. No? And another thing is when we have this event that is like fundraising for the University of Education. So all the monastic, we will go out with a certain route already planned with our arms, and people will give money inside. So all the money that we receive on that day, everything will go to the education fund. We will not keep a single cent. Even until now, anytime if you give us ang pao, we will not keep it as ourselves. We will still return back to the Fukwansan monastery. That is for the temple, not for us. We are just the representative to receive it. No? So this is one of the rules that Venerable Master Shin said. This is very smart. Okay, and how do you recognize which one is the fake monastic, which one is true? Because last time, it's most of the time we can see many, or sometimes one or two, they wear the robe and all, they shave their head, and then they use that, they hold their arms bow, then they ask for money. Do you think it's fake or the true monk? You seen this before?
Yeah, there are lots of fake monks before going around the streets
Yes.
in Malate.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of, even as far as I think in other areas in Metro Manila.
How do you know? How do you know he is the fake monk?
Well, if you ask him about which temple he belongs. I remember one time Scott talked to one and asked him lots of questions. And at the end, he can't answer and he just left.
At the end, sorry, I cannot hear you.
At the end, I was asking him many questions and he cannot answer.
Oh,
So he just left. He said, "Oh, I cannot answer your question. Just leave us."
I really feel sorry for this now because people take this opportunity. I mean, not this is they take advantage to, just earn money um by being the fake monk, to ask money from other people. If really the alms giving like now practice in the southern area, Laos, Thailand, um, every morning or before the noon time, you can still see from the market area the whole line of the plastic. They will bring the arms to get food. You will see a person who's standing there the whole day and asking money from you. I can say that 99% is the fake monk, because the arms bow is not supposed to keep the money. But just now I told you, for Kwangsan have event to have this to give opportunity for others to donate money, and then we just line up the monastic to line up and let the donors to donate the money into to our bowl. There is a special event, and that event we will announce and we put the big banner to inform people what we are doing. So this is sure. If one day you see me standing outside of the temple or any place, bringing my bowls, and then ask you to give me money, that means I'm not the yoling now already. This is already break the rules of the uh, precept. We're not supposed to do so, right? So, and we only right now what we say, the bowls is for food, not for money, except from the second, if the special event that I mentioned. Okay, and that we only do once a year, and the money we really do for to build the universities and for the education fund. All right. Okay. So what is the significance of the
Master,
yes.
sorry, I have a question. Since we're still on the I'm just curious because you said that they have during Buddha's time they have to go ask for alms, right? What if somebody from the monastic is sick? How do they get the food if ever? I mean, somebody get alms for them, or how do they do it
Yes,
before?
that's what I say. If I'm the monastic at that time, no, I go. The food that I bring back to the temple, I have to divide to three. One is for elderly or the sick person, sick monastic, and then one is for the uh, little monk, and then the last
I'm
one.
sorry. What if they didn't get, so if that person wasn't able to get food for also, so the sick people don't get to eat also? I mean, I just
So that is what we say, no, the the merits we have to practice. In Chinese, we say fu bao. Fu
so
bao.
they're connected. The pupa with the sick person and the person who go to beg is also connected.
Yes, the karma we have to bear the same karma.
Sorry about that.
That 1:1 support, right? It's like group. So if 100 monks goes out to get food, and then 10 of those who doesn't get food, they still divide it, right?
Yes, correct.
As a group.
Yes. Maybe Irvin was one of the disciple of the Buddha also that time.
Maybe in the past lives, po.
Yeah. And he got shared, that's why. All right. Next, what is the significance of the dedication of merit? From the text just now, remember the significance. The the merit the merit is like what?
It's like to deposit the merit.
Yes, correct. It's like a deposit. So to dedicate means to deposit, just like people who deposit money in the bank for safekeeping. So just now Jerome mentioned, what if the sick person, he don't have food, and also the person who's supposed to bring food is no food. Maybe the deposit no money, no money, no not enough merits for them to get the food that day. So they have to continue to be diligent, continue to chant more, to sit meditation maybe, or to preach to get the merits again to deposit to their bank. Right. And then it also significant what? The dedication of merit is just like a sowing seed. We are, like what I say, um, the bank have no money, so we have to deposit. How do we deposit? How do we sow the seed? So, like what Venerable Master Shins always encourage us to do, three acts of goodness: do good deeds, speak good words, think good thoughts. From here, we can sow our seed. We can have more merits by doing so. And the third one is to dedicate merits is also like lighting a candle with another. So I think the dedication of merit is just like a sharing, to share to people the things that I have, like the lighting, the lights my candles. I would like to share the lights with others people. After I share, it doesn't mean my lights will be disappear, but in fact it will become brighter. So this is very amazing, no? And never afraid of after I dedicate, because my cultivation is so less. After I do the chanting today, I want to dedicate to my parents, pa. I want to dedicate to my classmate, pa. I want to dedicate to my teachers, but many people. But I only chant uh, Amitabha Sutra. Is it enough? Or I only write a sutra calligraphy, just one piece. Is it enough merit for me to share with others? Even just a mere drop of water, it can dedicate to others. Never estimate uh, what is the quantity or how big is the merit you do. As long as you have this good intention, that's already good, more than enough. Okay, Then we go to the dedication of merits. It is actually divided to also 5. Um, a dedication of the lesser towards greater. Um, how is it go? It's like what we say, a drop of water. Huh? A small piece of bread, one dedicate it universally to all beings. Af- Why every time after meal we have, despite if you have formal Buddhist meal or you just have your meal in your at your home, you can still do the dedication of merits. After I eat, I feel grateful um, to people who prepare me this meal, and then I also hope that um, the happiness I have now, I feel full of my tummy now. I want to dedicate to the people on the street or homeless that they don't have food. I hope that they will have a better life. So this is a good intention. This is how you dedicate the merit to people. No? And just now I mentioned we have for Kwangshan Monastery, we go for almsgiving for the education fund. Another is we have 100 NT we collect every month to build universities. So for Kwangshan, we have 5 universities, 2 in Taiwan, 1 in US, 1 in Australia, and the other one Kwame College in Philippines, in the Philippines. So the money we collect from people, we will divide it for this education fund. So in the Philippines now, we also want to promote this 100 peso per month for the education fund of Kwame College and also the Cebu Performing Arts. We already built the schools, but how do we maintain? So we need to gather all the efforts of all the goodness from everyone to support the school so that we can continue the education to the poor. And only through education we can help the Philippines. If many people will do charity, we also do charity. But after charity, I provide you a sack of rice. Maybe after a month, the rice will finish. I can give you vegetables. If you cannot finish by this week, next week already spoiled. So only education, the seed that we plant, the things that you learn, it for your whole life, so that you can continue your life better. Okay. So through the dedication of the merit, it it will receive to all. It will receive by all. If not, it is just like you don't estimate a small piece of bread or $10. You see, we only collect the 100 peso or 100 NT. For Kwangshan already managed to build so many schools. So don't underestimate only my 100 peso or 100 NT. So as long as all of us have the heart, we manage to do it. Okay, second, a dedication from oneself towards others. So this is, I think most of us practice this. Actually, 5 of this, most of us practice, but maybe we're not sure how do we, specific it, which one is which. No? A dedication from oneself towards others is like, today I do the chanting. Um, I want the sentient being to get rid of the suffering, or uh, I want to wish my mom have this longevity, um, and healthy life. No? Like this one is from myself to others. And the printing sutra, I hope that the act that I do now, I support I support the printing sutra, this action. I want to dedicate this marriage to my sister. I wish that, I hope she can gain wisdom. So from myself to others. So you can see this one is still like the people I dedicate is still among my family. No? It's already myself to the person I know. No? Um, just now the lesser to the greater. Just a little thing, the little thing, but it can go to great things. And this one is my one person act or my one person thought. I want to dedicate to others. I want to share it to others. Okay. The third is a dedication of phenomena towards principle. So this one is like I want to be something, you know. I want to be like here the books that is saying that wanting to be a glass of water to quench people's thirst. Wanting to be path for others to travel with ease. So wanting to be tree that provide shade for others. So this many I can be like this. I vow if I can have this ability to help others. So I want to be phenomena is like things like the phenomena and then towards to the people to benefit other people. By doing so, I can benefit others like this. And then just let you relax a while. Vowing to be. We have a song.
I have so much good things for myself, and
Can
still
you
much
hear?
more that I can give back to the world. I vow to be a candle, giving light to a world enshrouded. Vow to be a brush painting beauty everywhere around it. Vow to be a street light shining on my way. I vow to be a book of wisdom. Let the truth be all I say. All I say. I vow to be. I vow to be. I vow to be more than I am. I vow to be a flower, very fragrant, sweet perfume. I vow to be a wind bringing coolness to summer's bloom. I vow to be a breeze bringing comfort on the wing. I vow to be a rainbow bringing beauty coming from within. From within, I vow to be. I vow to be. I vow to be more than I am. I vow to be. I vow to be. I vow to be more than I am. I vow to be the earth, cradling every life. I vow to be the moon, shedding summer silver light. I vow to be the sun, shedding warmth on everyone. I vow to be, I vow to be, I vow to be, I vow to be, I vow to be more than I am. I vow to be, I vow to be, I vow to be more than I am. I vow to be more than I am. I'm sorry if I bored you with my senseless rambling, my princess.
No, Siddhartha. I understand.
Okay. So this is a song written by Venerable Master Shin also. And you can see it's all I vow to be. Okay. Very beautiful lyrics that we can see. I want to be a candle. Then I want to be a street light. I want to be a book. I want to be flower. I want to be a wave bringing coolness to the summer's bloom. So many things that what do you want to be? Even want to be a earth, want to be a moon, want to be the sun. So many things that we can be, because our mind is just infinitely magnanimously. We can think many things, and then it the principle is we like to share this thing. If I can be like this, so that I can help others, I can let others benefit with this. Right. Then number 4 is a dedication from causes towards effect. So in Buddhism, we always say dependent origination. Everything that is cause, condition, and effect. And many things that we see now is already effect. For example, the PowerPoint that I presented now, you see is already effect. The many conditions need to appear. Because of the condition, I able to share this. The condition is Erwin to share this Zoom meeting. So, and then everyone you willing to come here, uh, to to go online to listen to this class. And then the cause that I prepare this, of course, is to share. Today is also my turn to share the Dharma with all of you. So, and this one, the causes toward effect is like what I reap now. Like also back to just now when I say if you don't have enough merits, then you have to generate. How do you generate? You have to do something. So that do something that is the cost, so that you will get the effect. So here in the text, you say all present actions are considered to be at a causal stage. So, however, present cause come into fruition as future effects. So, good causes and good condition will planted a good future outcomes. If you have a good soil and then you put the seed uh, of the mango, and then you add you also nurture, you put a you you plant the seed, you take good care of the seed and the plant, of course you can have the good mango. Can I say that, Irvin? because you have many dry mango. How do you get those mango?
Yes, same thing. You have to take care.
Yes, have to take care. Only we can have, no. So that's why from now, what we want to have in the future, the effect, we have to think first. No? What we do, we have to be careful of uh, the action that we do, so that we can have a good effect in the future. All right. So the fifth is dedication from assistance towards emptiness. So this one, it is like the marriage is usually dedicated towards something specific. So by transforming something limited to a limitless, just like we have to understand the all phenomena, and we have to realize also the suffering. The suffering is from the three poisons or the our five aggregates. We don't understand that is the empty, that is emptiness. But once we understand it, it it's already, it's like a was, because our mind should be as vast as space. And we have to include everything, all the Dharma realm, all the Dharma realms, and then we can dedicate our merits to all the realms. It's not just, it is not just to myself or to my family only, but I have to, my mind have to, or my heart have to as greatest, as big as like an ocean, or I have to include everything to dedicate these merits to people. So with this, what do we have to do? We have to learn to be compassionate. We have to learn to be patient. Just like what Venerable Master Xing written the four verses, the verses, four Kwang verses that we read just now. We read or we sing every Wednesday at the end of the class, or the four immeasurable that we practice from the first line. Be compassionate, be kindness, loving kindness, and what else?
Joy.
Joy and equanimity.
Equanimity.
Yes. So with all this heart, we will understand. We will not attach with things. If when you attach it, your heart is getting small. You will not include the RAM because you only include yourself and the person you hate. But if you will understand everything is emptiness, do not attach with it, and then our heart will be as big as like an ocean. Okay, so with this is also word of wisdom by Venerable Master Xing Yin. So we can actually, from the dedication of merits, can reflect one's magnanimity. Things that I do, oh, I have to think of, the glory goes to the Buddha. Success goes to the multitude. Benefit goes to the monastery. Merit goes to the devotees. Think of these four lines. How many of us, we can read it, but how many of us willing to practice? After I do this project, oh, this is me, I'm the one who lead. This is me, I'm the one who do. Do you have this kind of heart? Or you think, oh no, because of this temper, because of this, that's why the glories should goes to the Buddha. A very simple thing, like me now in the monastery, if I'm not one of the Sangha, do I deserve to accept all their offering? Like, Of course, I'm not deserved. And the glory should goes to the Buddha. Because why? Because of the Buddha, because of the triple gem. That's why I'm just part of it to receive. And everything that I do, it should be uh, to the Buddha. Because for the Buddha's teaching, that's why I understood and I can practice it. So the success have to go to the multitude because everyone is one of the condition to make this event or make this thing happen. If only myself, I cannot do many things. But with all of your effort, so the success should goes to the multitude. The benefit goes to the monastery. Just like what I said, if I will receive ang pao from the devotees or the donors, I'm just one of the representative of the monastery. So the things that I got, I return back to the monastery. So monastery or the temple would be the one who arrange my robe, my food, my book, or the education that they're going to provide to me. So they will use this fund to arrange everything. It's not for me to receive and then I will arrange myself with this thing. I unable to do that. Right. That's why the benefit goes to the monastery. And why is it the Buddhist formal meal? As I say, equality. We have practiced equality. The same thing. The benefit that we receive, we share with we share with people equally. So today I have apple. If Master Shingen has 1,000, 3,000 of disciple, so the rest of 1,229, they also have the apple. So not just myself. So the benefit will go to the monastery. So merit goes to the devotee. Of course, all the things that we do, the merits, we dedicate the merits back to the devotees because the devotee, the lay person, you support. That's why we can manage. We are safe to be stay under the rooftop of under the roof of this temple because of your support. So the merit should go to you. So the devotee have to be healthy, have to be happy, so that you are also willing to continue to support. Right. So with this, what do you understand about the dedication on merits? Just now, I just review what what the text about, and then I just add a little of the image, the picture, so that you also have idea how is this almsgiving and how is this Buddhist formal meal. And so, what do you understand about the dedication of merits? Because last time I asked also this group, say if in Catholic also you're not really practicing this dedication of marriage, right? This is like a Buddhist. We do that. We do that. But I think maybe in the other term, not dedication of marriage, but I believe everyone do the sharing. We share either our knowledge, our time, food, money, the thing that is also considered the dedication of marriage. So, what do you understand, or what is the important point that you got from the text? Lillian, you want to share?
Venerable, Venerable, to me, dedication of marriage is like sharing of marriage to some other people infinitely or broadly.
Yes.
Mm.
Like boundless.
Yes, boundless sharing.
Yeah.
Like when we do prayers, we dedicate our marriage to those who have departed, and for them to have a good rebirth. And then we dedicate marriage like to my parents, because I stay away from my mother. So whenever I do my chanting, I would dedicate the marriage to her, so that may she be protected and be healthy. So this is something like is a from the mind, like we share it out and transfer it out to the universe.
Correct. Thank you. Okay. Anyone else you would like to share?
I have a question, Master.
Yes.
Would this consider dedication of merit also a practice of generosity?
Yes.
Because you're not dedicating to yourself, you're dedicating it to others, right?
Correct.
I would assume usually people you wouldn't be dedicating to yourself because that's why you dedicate the merit to others.
You were sorry, and just now I cannot hear it clearly. You were mentioning the dedication of merit is also a practice of generosity.
Yes.
Yes, correct. Yeah, I agree.
And I think one of the things it does also, it helps you bring out the power, because from there then you can start practicing compassion to others and kindness and things like that. So it's not thinking about yourself but thinking about others, about all sentient beings.
Yes, correct. From one to another, and it's also limit to limitless. So it is really practice for us to practice to get rid of the selfishness because we only think of other people. No, we want to share. We want to share more. And how do you practice the dedication of merits in your daily life, Betty? How do you practice?
Sufu Amitofo.
Yeah.
I think before we can do the dedication of merit, for me, I think we should first see if we have merit to dedicate.
Okay.
So in doing so, in daily life, I think we should focus on just what a while ago Sufu were mentioning, the cause and effect. There won't be any effect, which is the dedication of merit, if we do not have merit. So in daily life, I think apart from, we have all these activities, but each and every move dealing with people or dealing with events, or even our small thinking, any thought that we arise, I think we should abide the precepts and 6 paramitas. For me, I think, because I was thinking that if you want to dedicate the merit, do I have merits to dedicate? Because it's just like Sufu, you said deposit to the bank. Do I have money to deposit to the bank? If I do not have the money, how can I deposit? As much as I want to dedicate to everybody, to limitless, I should have a merits to dedicate. So for me, every day, like Sufu said, don't belittle a small thing. Little good deeds, if our heart, or if our thought and our dedication is vast, even a little contribution from each and every one of us, this world will become beautiful and harmonious. For me, I think everyone, for me, I think everyone should practice our move and everything that we do, each and every act, even we're eating or we are doing something, we're dealing something, even we raise our thought, we should be guided by 6 paramitas. This is, I think, I should be doing every day. Thank you for letting me sharing to everybody.
Thank you.
Amitabha.
Thank you, Betty. Betty is so humble that saying, not sure if she has the merits to share, but just now you mentioned about if I as long as you have the intention, even though you thought that you don't have merit, but you have the intention, and that automatically will generate your vow. That vow to be already is enough for you to dedicate the merits to others. So I think that is the practice. Once we have this practice, it become very common to our life, and automatically every time when we see something, we automatically we have the good intention or good thoughts to share. I want to share this. What if other people also have this? What if like that? Huh? So to me, I will dedicate the merits like I share the words of wisdom by Venerable Master Xing Yin to the group chat every day. Once I receive from the HQ, from other group chat that I think that is good, so I want to also share to other people. It's like I want to dedicate this merits also to you. So I know some of you also, after you read, and you might also share to other people. Or even Arvind, he will share in the Facebook. So he will also add the line to attract people to see what is it about. And then people will have the interested to read the word of wisdom. That's also one way to, dedicate the merit. And then during the meal, before the meal or after the meal, I will palm join to, offer before the meal. I will offer to Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, and all the sentient beings. Just a very tiny thoughts or intention that I hope that everyone or all the Rams be able to have the food. And then after the meal, I will also palm jar to thank you, the benefactors who offer this meal. Even you just offer fruits, vegetables, or rice, everything is already able to save us for the whole year, so that we will not worry about where is our meal come from. As what I say, keep practicing this. It is similar to practice the good thinking. So the good thoughts every day that we accumulate, I believe that it help us to generate the positive energy, and therefore we were able to spread out the goodness at all time. It seems like you have the radiance when people see you already very happy because you always think of the good thoughts and things that even you are smiling, people can feel that the kindness from you. I know also Erwin also dedicate his merit to the wife every day, and I can see the effect. Can you just share also this? This also make me feel touching.
From this dedication of merits, I actually learned to dedicate to everyone also. So whenever I dedicate merits, I always say I dedicate all merits to my father, my mother, my wife, my triple gems, and all sentient beings. So one thing I learned about this is because when I talk about this to my cousin, she reacted. She said, "Oh no, 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 no! I will never dedicate merits to my enemies." So it made me think that we don't need to limit ourselves even to our enemies. We can dedicate merits to them. My idea is if we dedicate merits to our enemies, then that means we don't have enemy. So if there are enemy in this life, hopefully in our future life, maybe even in this life, in the future, they will not be our enemies anymore. So that's my thought of when she said that. So I continue to dedicate merits without limit as what we have learned here. Yeah. And one thing in this dedication of merits in the last line, it says, "May our humility and gratitude give rise to great vows." I was one time my daughter, I think I can't exactly remember, but I think she failed in one of the entrance exam for one of the university. So she was so disappointed at that time. And at that time, the Malaysian group that created the song for that we use here, and I was able to listen, and that last line gave me the idea to explain to my daughter, but that her failure is for her to practice humility and use it as a gratitude to make great vows for her to do better in the future. So this last line was able to help me explain to her, you know, make turn around what happened to her. So this is what I was able to use in this dedication of merits.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Arvin. Okay. Anyone else want to share for tonight's topic? Coach, yeah.
Sifu, Amitabha.
Zishang.
Isha. I just wanted to, after the talking about the 5 ways to dedicate merits, I just realized because I just finished writing the sutra of Earth Store Bodhisattva, the Siddhigarbha Sutra, and it's very long, so I was starting it last year, and then every time I would have, when I wake up early, I'll write, and then I'll do 1 page. So I said I was going to dedicate merits to the hell, the realm of hell, to help Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva free so that there will be lesser. But then I realized after tonight's discussion, shouldn't be just the hell realm. It should be all the realms, because your dedication of merits is boundless. If you dedicate your merits based on understanding of emptiness, then it's unlimited. So yeah, so that's the most important thing that I taking away tonight, that when you dedicate merits, don't constrain yourself. Just have an open heart, have an open mind, and the merits will flow to all sentient beings. Amitabha.
Thank you. Yeah, to all Ram. During our Dharma service, if you will offer one of the session is offer food to the Buddha, and then the other section will be offer food to the deceased. So I be the one who lead the prayer, and then every time I have to contemplate. There are many food. The mantra is just short. It's like within 1 minute, and then in this 1 minute, my mind have to go to the all 10 realms already. So every time after the prayer, I check back the YouTube, like how was the prayer today? Did anything that I need to improve? No, and then I check the time. Wow, it's just less than 1 minute, and during this mantra recitation of the food transforming from the real food, that I have to recite the mantra so that the food can transform to the food, the other realms can be received. So that time I really contemplate, and I just many rice, many cakes, many things that make by Fra, or many chang, and then all the dessert or things and water and all this. And then I just imagine, like the Japanese restaurant, the thing is like a row thing. And then I just contemplate the 10 ramps is like from top to down. And then the rotation is like the food is there and then roll, go down to all the ramps to make sure that everyone can receive the food. So I need really very concentrate to do that. So after the Dharma service, I feel, seem like I already cooked the food for the 10 rams. The energy that I use. Okay, just to share, and then maybe if you have this to do the dedication of merits and to recite the mantra, to offer food to Buddha and all, you can also contemplate your way, just to make sure they also receive this, your kindness. Okay, last I would like to just conclude it from the last paragraph. So the practice of dedicating one's merit can always be cultivated in daily life. So do not think that only during this today I didn't do morning and evening chanting, so I cannot dedicate. No, anytime you can do the sharing, you can dedicate. No, even your good single thoughts or any act that you can dedicate. So even the mere thoughts of goodwill and the smallest good bit can be dedicated. No? Dedicating one's merit is an act of selfless giving. So definitely can let us practice not to be selfish. And if practiced by all, like what Betty just mentioned, this surely lead to the harmonious and joyful human world. We will have a beautiful world if everyone will practice this. All right. So today is my sharing of this. And lastly, I would also want to tell you what will happen next week. Because now we are also encouraging everyone to take the
This exam.
Buddhism exam, global Buddhism exam. So it's not just in the Philippines, but global. And we divided to groups. We are considered adults, 30 and above. This one is English adult groups. So the adult groups, we have divided the paper, the quiz paper will have to section 1 and 2. So first you have to sign up first. Sign up and download the study guide. But the study guide actually I send to the group also, the group chat, but I can send again, and also the Google link, a Google form that you can register. And our exam will be on September 11 at 2 o'clock. We go online exam. We will send the paper to your email, so you can do there. You can answer the question there. After that, send. I think that is you can just answer and then submit. The other one is section 3, that is optional. You can do you can prepare PowerPoint presentation on certain topics that you choose, so that you can answer, you can present it like what is this topic, or what is the important point, or what is this Venerable Master String try to explain on this certain topic. Then you can through the PowerPoint presentation, use 3 minutes to explain to the judges or the teachers. Okay, so section 1 will be multiple choice question, and then fill in the blank, crossword puzzle. So section 2 will be short answers. So answer within 100 to 200 words. And all questions are from what we have learned, the Buddha Dhamma, Pure and Simple, the book 1. So how has Buddha Dhamma, Pure and Simple helped me understand the teaching of impermanence, emptiness, non-self, suffering, and etc. Right. The important of sitting this exam is not how many score I have, but the process of the learning. How much do I understand the Buddhism? Maybe before I have missed concept on something, but now through Buddha Dhamma, Pure and Simple, I managed to understand, oh, the teaching is actually like this. It's not what I thought. So the section 3, like what here is, upload PPT and share your thoughts via Zoom. So this one is optional if you want to take or no. So how to register? The register already started June 20, and then the expiry date is on August 20. So we still have time. So what are we going to do from next week up to the September 11? We have 8 sessions. This 8 session, we will have the review on the questions. So that means we review on the topics that we already learned this past year. Today already 1 year anniversary of our Humanistic Buddhist Study Group. Very grateful because we are still here. tied together to learn about the Buddhism, to spend your 1.5 hour here with us. You know, so we hope that in the future we can continue our journey to learn more. And so the next 8 sessions, we will go through all the questions, and just to let also people, just to let everyone to remember how is the teaching, so that you can just answer it. Not to remember, okay, which the following is not an correct way to learn Buddhism, and then you just remember, okay, C is the question, C is the answer. Cannot just remember like this, but you have to understood it, and then you can answer it. Because later the question and answer choice will be changed. This C changed to A. How you cannot answer it? So you have to remember this. And this is multiple choice. And don't worry if you not sure and all. You can actually open book on that day. So it's very flexible. If, for example, oh, I cannot see the words, I cannot see the terms, for example, for the elderly. Never mind, you can just ask your apo or your son to read for you. This is actually to give chance to your next generation to read Buddhism, to plant the seed on their head. And then you tell, oh, okay, I know, Ama, no, this is the answer. You help me to mark. So this is the way on how, I think this is the, very flexible and very happy part that is not, no straight, you have to be like this, but any way that you feel happy, you can do it, as long as you participate. Okay, and then section 1 to 8 is fill in the blank. No? So this red area is the blank that you need to fill in. Then, so with this all questions, we will go through it in this the 8th section. And in section 1-2B is a crossword puzzle. I think Mish like this the most. So this, and then short answers will be here. Can the true suffering make us stronger and less unafraid of the adversities in life? And so the simple answer like this. So you can just write your answer, but the important point is there. Okay, the suffering is only temporary because it's impermanent, right? So that is the important point, that you mark it and then you just write it. So this is the adult questions. Then we will check now the young adults. Okay, young adult group study guide. I think this is more challenging. Maybe now is suitable for the young adults doing, because their exam will be all PowerPoint presentation. Is Master Tri here?
Yes, Sepo. Also mention the age difference, Sepo. When is it young adult, when is it adult?
Okay, for adult is 30 and above, and for young adult is 18 to 30. So there is another group is 12 to 17. But I think here mostly all already maybe 18 and above. No? Like me, 18 only. Many years back. Okay, so the PowerPoint will be also will choose topic 15 topics, 8 topics.
It's only 8 topics.
Okay, 8 topics, and also Master Chiri prepare to have 8 lessons also with the young adults to discuss the topic, so that Master Chiri will be lead this group, and So next week we will only have adults. So the young adults will be led by Venerable Sri in different time, either on Saturday or Sunday, right, Master Sri, at 4 p.m.
Yes, that is the suggestions, but I'm not sure if how many people in here belongs to the young adults group that you would like to continue for the review. Because currently those who join this study group, I think you haven't signed up or registered for the examinations. Irvin, I cannot see all, but can you raise hand if you belongs to the group of young adults that is belongs to 18 to 30 years old?
Mark,
Stephanie, you not belongs to 18 to 30 years old? Or you want to go to adults? My dear, are you serious?
Above
you-
30.
Stephanie is above 30.
Serious? Okay, I'm sorry.
She just look young like me.
Okay. How about Jessie? You above 80 or above 30 also?
I am 32.
Oh, so here we don't have below 30. So that means all the groups, all the members here belongs to the adults.
The Hao Miao Zhi.
They say they will self-study.
Okay.
So
Right.
we'll wait for the new registrations. But it's okay if you know someone, let them message me in my group chat or my number so that they can contact me directly. Thank you.
I think this is a very special global Buddhism exam. My first time to have this, because last time I remember we do it in hard copy, but not all the countries will participate. Maybe in Malaysia or anywhere, they just, if they want, they can organize this event. But if they know, but this time, since pandemic, we all go to online and the global do it together. So in Africa, there has the time, and then here, Pasta, we do it the time almost so that we can sit the exam together. And then I think it's just amazing to have this event. So I hope that tonight when we send you the link, please register yourself. Also to check how far we know about this Buddhism already, and what else I need to improve through this exam or through this process of learning.
Sorry, I would like to add on for the adults. Like Mema Yulin mentioned just now that there's one option that is section 2. There's one more optional that you can choose whether you want to join for the PowerPoint or the PPT. Because our registration form, we didn't mention the one. So please put in the remark that you would like to join the PPT. For the PowerPoint, there is 15 articles and you only need to choose one. That is for the level 2. So maybe some of you interest to continue for this one, because we need to count number of people for this one, because it has to be included in the Zoom. So we need to assign your time for the Zoom sections. One person only 3 minutes. For the young adult, it's 5 minutes. So your time is shorter. So it's supposed to be more easier. The person who more difficult is the person who give you the grades, because he or she need to familiar the 15 articles. And you only need to choose one. Okay, so maybe many of you would like to join in for this optional 3. So we have to assign for the time after we arrange. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So if no question or clarification, continue to see you next week And if you haven't registered, it's also okay to join us next week. Huh? You don't think, oh, I didn't take exam and then I'm not going to join us join this section. Please also you can join us and listen. Maybe, I always believe in permanent. Now maybe you think, I'm afraid to register. Never mind. Maybe after 3 lessons you are interested and then you will sign up. I'm looking for the good impermanent from afraid and then you turn to the happiness and enjoy. All right, Irvin, we can have the dedication of merits. Thank you. Sorry for taking up your time, and now we're doing the dedication of merits. See you next week, 8 p.m.
Pam's join. Thank you very much. Let's turn on our video and let's have a group photo. Okay, no more. No, the others are shy.